Is Minecraft's worst edition actually underrated? Today we are actually going to be looking into the Bedrock Edition version of Minecraft, and we're actually going to be exploring reasons why this edition is actually incredibly underrated. Now, if we take ourselves back to when Bedrock Edition was first announced, especially when people could start playing it, it was very buggy and the textures look absolutely terrible compared to especially the old Xbox edition of Minecraft, the one that was run by 4J Studios. It was quite clear then that it was never going to live up to expectations, but as time has gone on, it has actually improved significantly, and also the popularity of the game has increased significantly. You know, in the number of years that Bedrock Edition has been out, we've got loads of servers, loads of featured and partnered servers now, lots of players actually playing it, and you know, I think the community, on Bedrock at least, is actually coming together. We're many years in the future now, so a lot of those Xbox Gen players that quit because they didn't like Bedrock Edition are long gone now, and you know, loads of new people have joined the game ever since Bedrock was released. But what we're still actually lacking in when it comes to the Bedrock Edition is the graphics. They've not really improved significantly since the release of Bedrock Edition, but I think everyone that played the old gens of Minecraft are very like used to the graphics now, so it's not really a huge issue. But when we look back at these old like Xbox graphics and the current Java graphics, it's just nothing, like it's terrible compared to, you know, the past and the present. Which admittedly is unfortunate because Bedrock Edition is actually incredibly underrated. The way they have done the multiplayer and also survival is insane. Like, for example, on survival you can actually like play with like your friends on your friends list, on your Xbox list, you can add people on Xbox. It is just so satisfying. This is actually in contrast to Java Edition, which doesn't really have a suitable way to play with your friends, apart from like buying or renting out a server, which is really not effective when it comes to time, unlike Bedrock Edition where you can literally just invite a friend to join your world. Still, this isn't really a pull for the Java Edition players. They are still safely on Java Edition for now. Who knows what will happen in the future though? A lot of people are predicting that these two editions will merge together, or, you know, there'll be a suitable way for a cross-platform, which I don't think will work, but you know, we might get there, who knows. Also in Java Edition, while you can have servers, there's no like clear-cut partnered server, unless you're playing on like a client such as Badlion Client and Lunar Client. I think these do have like partnered and featured servers on it anyway. In fact, Lunar Client has an easier way to play a single player world and invite your friends over, but you have to add like people through Lunar Client, and it's a bit complicated and not everyone really wants to download clients. Also on Bedrock Edition, the players are not really as skilled as Java Edition players. However, if a Java Edition player does play Bedrock Edition, then we'll find that there's quite a few sweats on there, and you know, they will probably end up dying if they don't know how to use certain mechanics. This is not actually a bad thing either, because if you can imagine, like Bedrock Edition has people on their phone, on Xbox, on little devices such as, you know, Nintendo Switch, and Java Edition is primarily people on keyboard and mouse. I know people can play it on controller. With a keyboard and mouse, you are much more skillful than you are on a phone or a controller. And also, in the past few years, Bedrock Edition is now in alignment with Java Edition updates as well. So, you know, updates are really similar between both versions. And, you know, they've actually done a really good job at catching up with the Java Edition. I know they don't have the PvP system on there. That's like a whole new complicated thing that I have no idea what's going to happen. But yeah, I'm always interested to hear your thoughts on Bedrock Edition and Java Edition. What do you think will hold in the future? Will these two editions come together in some form? Or will it all become one version? I hope not, but, you know, let me know what you think and I'll try and respond to some of your comments.